Well, it's time to head over to Lorraine, who's at Waterworks Ponds this morning, getting some great ideas for backyard water features. Good morning, Lorraine.
Well, good morning, Mike. This is so civilized. It's very natural. All around us, it's sort of an acreage in the Ellerslie area. And then you come upon this house and you see this pond. And you kind of look, Andrew, and you go, well, was it here all along, or is this man-made?
Yeah, it's all man-made. It looks like it's been here all this time,
yes,
but we made this 8 years ago, and it's maturing quite nicely.
8 years ago. So is this like a garden? It really does need some time to grow and get just the way you want it to be?
It started maturing in its second, third year. So give nature the right elements, it'll just want to take off and take over.
We'll take a little peek inside this pond as we go to commercial break. There's fish in there, and they've been in there overwintering as well for 8 years. Can you imagine? In a few moments' time, we'll take you on a full tour.
.724 now, and Lorraine this morning is with the experts from Waterworks Ponds, getting a few lessons on how to install a beautiful water feature at your home.
I have to tell you, Shay, I am feeling so zen-like right now.
Tranquil.
Feast your eyes on this tranquil area, and that's the idea behind why more people are going this route. Is that right,
They
Andrew?
are. People don't have a lot of spare time these days, so by having a water feature in their backyard, they can go on holiday every day. They don't have to wait for the next vacation.
You don't have to go to the lake. The lake is with you.
Exactly.
Okay, took 8 years to create this. Where do you start?
Well, we start by digging a quarry-style excavation in the backyard. What we've dug out, we flip over to get the elevation for our stream and waterfalls. And then we'll put a flexible liner over our excavation.
No, you have to have that waterfall.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
What does it do?
Well, the waterfall, one, gives sight and sound to the feature, but more importantly, it's our host of where our biological filtration is. And the biological filtration is removing the nutrients out of the water.
As we walk over to the equipment we're going to need, the plants, the landscaping, how important is that?
It's all crucial. We want to make these as natural looking as possible and just give nature the right elements. It will take its course and do its thing.
Okay, first of all.
This is the flexible pond liner that we use. It's actually made by Firestone. So people can do the excavation of the pond the way they want to look, and this will simply contour to what they've dug out.
Number two.
Number two, we are a specialist flexible PVC pipe, and we use this to handle the winters that we have here in Alberta.
The skimmer, Andrew.
The skimmer is a critical component of the system. It mechanically filtrates your pond. So any leaves, organic matter that falls into the pond will get caught in this net here. Anything gets through the net will get caught in those fine brushes there, fish waste, algae, pine needles.
What's this?
This is a specialist pump. It's designed to run 24 hours a day, and that will power our waterfall.
And this?
And that's the biological filter. In essence, it's our waterfall weir, and we're growing billions of aerobic bacteria inside that waterfall weir to naturally strip out the nutrient from the water.
Now we're going to show you something that on the internet they tell you cannot be done. It's a skimmer.
It's a skimmer, and with our system here, the skimmer will remove any organic matter that falls into the water, and by partly doing that, we can have this feature in full sunlight, and the water's absolutely crystal clear, and there's virtually no algae in the pond, and the internet says you can't do that.
And it can be done, obviously,
Absolutely.
because this pond looks gorgeous. And you know something, Shay? The owner's son goes for a dip in there from time to time. It's 2 feet deep at its deepest. There's fish in there, and the fish live there all year round. There's some fish in there that have been in that pond for the full 8 years that they've had the pond.
Wow.
Pretty cool, hey?
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, when we come back, a pondless waterfall. This is the front of the yard. We're going to go to the back of the yard in a few moments' time and take a peek at that.
Okay, that is beautiful.
It is.
All right, Waterworks Ponds. Nice touch if you're looking to get maybe a water feature in your yard. You can give them a call, 780-433-6671, or drop by 1730 Ellerslie Road. And of course, they have a presence on the internet, and you can find it through a link on globaltvedmonton.com. 720. We're going to check in with Lorraine again now. She's learning how you can transform your yard into an oasis with a water feature.
Okay, we showed you the pond,
Yeah.
the big pond, a little while ago, Shay. We're now going to show you how you can have a waterfall in your yard without the pond. So that means if you've got a smaller space, then you'd be able to create something like this yourself, Andrew.
Absolutely, yes. Sometimes we meet people that want the sight and sound of water in their property, but not necessarily a pond. So this is a perfect solution for that.
Now, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, for this kind of water, there's no way this would go in a regular backyard, but Take a look at this container. This is the amount of water. The water it takes to fill this container is the water that you need to create what you're seeing right now.
And this is also a biological filter, so just like the pond, we're naturally stripping the nutrient out of the water. We're naturally removing the algae's food source.
Now you need to do that because you told me within 48 hours of putting this in, without this feature, you would have green water.
Absolutely.
That would be
Yeah.
so gross.
It would be very gross.
And a little disappointing
A
too.
little bit, yeah. You probably wouldn't want to show it off to your friends and family.
No. Okay, so this once again does what?
It naturally removes the nutrient out of the water. Algae is a plant, you know, so if you got
Yeah.
sunlight and nutrient, it's going to take off. And here we've got a maximum depth of maybe 2 inches, so maximum light penetration getting into the water. So this, we can have it in full sunshine all day long, as this feature is. And as you can see, the water is absolutely crystal clear.
Okay, there's some other things that you're going to want